This is me. And these are my kids. And this is our life. And this is our TikTok. Well, technically it's my TikTok, but you'll see the kids here. You get the gist. Disclaimer yet again, this footage is from June. So if you see that I am physically smaller, I'm still very much pregnant, but I'm smaller because this is old footage that I'm putting out right now. I'm just doing the interview section. It's 8 p.m. at night, and I do remember this night. I wanted to make sure that the boys had a good breakfast the next morning because I did have to work, so I made them egg muffins. Egg muffins are so convenient because even though they're like little tiny things, you get to dump whatever you want in there and it's already incorporated. Like the kids don't ever have anything negative to say about them. So in these egg muffins, I put in bacon, mozzarella cheese, and the egg. I think that's it actually. Yeah, that's what I put in there. It takes probably 20 minutes max from assembling, tossing it into the oven and it coming out, and now they've got breakfast for the next morning. Convenience. You toss a banana with them and they're good to go. It's very satisfying. If you've watched any of my TikToks before or any of my YouTube content, you know that we don't buy cereal frequently at my house at all. It's nothing but garbage. The kids overindulge in it when I do buy them cereal, so I try to make sure whatever I do buy when it is a cereal, it's probably more than likely organic. So then I know if they're gonna overeat and eat beyond the serving size, at least they're not eating a bunch of garbage. Not buying cereal or having like those quick traditional breakfasts that we had growing up in the 80s and the 90s, it forces me to put myself in a position to have to go make a real breakfast for my kids. And I would rather face that challenge than just give them what's convenient. I remember, not this day in particular, but I remember the way that I felt when I was making my bed earlier in my pregnancy. This was my second trimester. And while it was taxing at the time, it's nothing like what it feels like to make my bed now. I got winded easier, I got winded quicker. It probably took me maybe 7 to 10 minutes more than it would have taken from me before I was pregnant. It's such a task. It's truly a workout. The crawling and the back and forth and the going around the bed and the getting down and then the standing up and then but there's nothing better than getting on clean sheets. I love changing my bed and I hate it at the same exact time. I hate it because it's so inconvenient, but I love it because they're brand new clean sheets. It's nice and crisp. So it feels good to get into a clean bed. It really does. And keeping my bed made and making my bed every single morning helps me stop myself from climbing into bed and doing nothing with my day. So there's that. I was in the mood to have hamburgers, so for dinner we are having hamburgers. These hamburgers are going to be made out of ground turkey. I tossed some spinach in there, some garlic, some onions, and I didn't want to preform patties. I wanted these burgers to be more like smash burgers. So instead of making them into patties, I just pretty much put them in little balls and then I smashed them in the pan as I was cooking them. Since for the most part, every time that we have fruit on the side of any of our meals, it's always cold fruit, I wanted to make the boys some cinnamon sugar apple slices. So I cut up some apples, I put them on the stove on a low boil with some sugar in there. I don't remember if I used white granulated sugar, or raw sugar. I think I used raw, but I don't have it in this clip. I want to say that I used raw, and a little bit of nutmeg. So it'll be like a nice little warm dessert side, and it will just goes nicely with the burgers. The asparagus is asparagus that I already prepped before and was marinating, and I froze it. This is why I love meal prepping. You just take it out, toss it on a tray, toss in the oven, and voila, you're done. Less dishes, less mess, and so convenient. On top of our turkey burgers, we are placing bacon. Neither of the boys like lettuce and tomatoes on their burgers. So for me, I like it and I like the visual, but for them, they waste my lettuce and tomatoes. So I didn't even worry about putting lettuce and tomatoes on their cheeseburgers. The cheese that I did put on the burgers is mozzarella cheese. Also, I can't remember who told me this. I can't remember if I saw this online somewhere, but I do not fry my bacon. I have been baking my bacon for years. You literally just put them on a cookie sheet with some foil, put them in the oven. Don't forget that they're in the oven, but it's just so effortless, and it tastes so good. It tastes so good. It's September. Why are they so loud outside? If you put your bacon in the oven, I tell you the experience is totally different. Like, it literally tastes different. It tastes better. It's like all even. I think that's probably what it comes from. It's all even. Everything is completely all even, and it's like melts in your mouth. Good bacon. I am never going back to putting bacon on the stove. I'm tired of getting burnt, number one. Number two, this is just so easy, and again, minimal dishes. Like, you don't get burnt, you don't have to worry about the countertop and cleaning off all that grease from the bacon. Put it on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven, come get it in 20 minutes. Say less. I love infusing fruit inside of our ice cubes because, one, infusing fruit into your water is very beneficial. It acts as a natural detoxification, and I like the visual. So these ice cubes that I'm using for tonight with our dinner, they have kiwi in them. They do have kiwi in them. I just cut them up, toss them inside the tray, the mold. I got these molds from either Amazon or Walmart. Just put them in there, put the water in there, freeze them. It looks cute and it tastes good. And of course, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't going to work. As of right now, work has not been physically taxing on my body, even though I work with babies. I'm able to do my job, able to be thorough. I don't feel physically compromised at all about working through my pregnancy. Don't mind it, and it's something to do, because even though I'm pregnant, if you let me stay in bed all day long, I will stay in bed all day long and be completely unproductive, and I don't really like that. So I don't mind going to work. It's something to keep me, proactive and productive, so I don't mind. And my shift goes by so quickly too, and I get to make money from it. Like, what better way to spend your day than making money? And I'm getting a call. All right, I gotta go. I'm off work. An hour and a half past my shift, but I'm off.